Welcome back to the Metrobowl Madness League. It is game number 2 in the championship with the Sin City Cyndaquils going up against the charming Charmeleons, I should say. We are kicking things off. The Cyndaquils able to come away with a big win in the first match. Charmeleons need to make up for that here tonight. We'll see if they'll be able to do it. If they lose here, the Cyndaquils become the champions. We'll see if they can force that game number 3. Everything's on the line for them. And Litten's gonna start things off for us here. Litten starts off with the gravity, making things very heavy out there on the field. No one will be able to fly or bounce up in the air. We'll see how that affects things. There goes the shiny Litten now with the charge beam that could raise his special attack. Charge beam doing a little bit of damage to the Charmander. It does get the special attack boost. Good setup from the Cyndaquils there. Charmander finally gets to go. It goes for an ancient power that will be super effective. It does land. It could get a boost from that too. Huge amount of damage to the Litten. Litten already below half itself. Shining Charmander now gonna go forward with the Whirlpool. Another super effective move. That's how the Charmeleons need to play. And it's on the same Litten. It's in a danger zone. Oh my goodness. That Whirlpool doing residual damage. Litten on a sliver of HP. It is almost done after the first turn. Here we go. Shiny Litten gonna start the second round of attacks for us. There goes a Horn Drill. Oh, that would have been a one-hit KO. It misses. Regular Litten now goes for the Wood Hammer. That's not very effective. Goes for the regular Charmeleon. Does a lot of damage though. Charmander gets to hang out just above halfway mark. The recoil damage though, knocking that Litten out. First Pokemon done on the field, regular Litten. The track didn't work out for the shiny Charmander. Regular Charmander now with the Volt Switch, it's gonna swap out. Volt Switch doing a decent amount of damage to shiny Litten, and Charmander goes out. And it's gonna swap with the Charmeleon on their team. So you have to remember that Charmander is still in play, but they might they kept the playing field even if you think about it by swapping out. So now they have a second stage Pokemon, or stage 1 Pokemon I should say, on each side of the field. Charmeleon's trying to make sure they can keep up. Here goes the Charmeleon on the field. It goes for a stored power. That's not going to do a lot. It hasn't had any stats raised. So yeah, that barely does anything to the Vanillish. Here comes shiny Litten now with a Thunder Punch. A lot of electric moves flying out here today. Thunder Punch doing a good amount of damage to the shiny Charmander as it takes its turn. Goes for the Razor Leaf. Hits both people on the other side of the field, but both resist it, not doing a lot of damage. Vanillish last one to go. Vanillish gonna go for that Drain Punch. Drain Punch against the Charmander. Oh, what a big hit. Charmander taking a lot of damage there as Vanillish heals itself back up to full HP. Charmander approaching the danger zone. Here comes the Charmeleon starting things off again. It's gonna go for Absorb, another healing move, this time from the Charmeleons. Not very effective, so it doesn't do a whole lot. Litten gets another chance. And it's gonna go for the Clanging Scales that will lower his defense, but it hits both parties on the other side. A critical hit on the Charmander as it knocks it out. Good crit. And Charmeleon takes a good amount of damage. Here we go, Vanillish on the attack again with an Air Cutter. Air Cutter could crit, has a high critical hit ratio, doesn't. The Charmeleon is below halfway. Now that Charmander that swapped out before gets to come back onto the field. Here we go, Charmeleon. Again, still the fastest on the field. Goes for an Incinerate. That is super effective against the Vanillish. Huge hit, puts it below half its health. Litten also knocked down below half its health. Litten trying to retaliate. Goes for the Calm Mind. Interesting, gonna set up here to Calm Mind. Raising its defenses. That's what it does, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, oh no, special. It raises a special attack and special defense. Not a bad idea. Charmander goes for an Ingrain. Interesting choice. Ingrain, so now this Charmander won't be able to switch again, but it will heal. It will heal at the end of every turn. Fire Fang coming from the Vanillish, not very effective. Does a little bit of damage to that Charmander, but it takes that with ease as it heals with the Ingrain. Interesting. Everybody on the field in the yellow. Still anyone's match right now. With each one Pokemon down. Here comes the Noble Roar from the Charmeleon. That, of course, gonna lower the Vanillish's attack and special attack. Litten. Here comes Litten with the Fling. No items. Be sure to check out season number 8, which is going to be coming soon after the championship is done. There goes a Horn Leech from the Charmander, doing a bit of damage. Not very effective, but that's more health to that Charmander. Charmander's really trying to stay on the field. It's got the Ingrain going and is using healing moves. That's really good. But as I was saying, make sure you stay tuned to season number 8, because there will be items throughout that season. Vanillish gonna swap out here. I guess to the other Vanillish, it would seem. Because we haven't seen the other Vanillish, so it's gonna swap back out to the other one. And while we're waiting for Vanillish to get ready, I would like to ask you to like and subscribe to the channel to support Metrobowl Madness League. You can catch more of it. Of course, you can catch the playlist as well if you want to watch the entire season. It's all together in that playlist. Here we go, Charmeleon going first here. Charmeleon with the Searing Shot. At least it's stab. It's super effective against the Vanillish, and it hits everyone on the field. Everyone gets knocked out except for Charmander. Charmander is put in the red, but oh my gosh. Charmeleon knocking everyone out on the field. That is 2 more Pokemon down on the Cyndaquils. They are down 3 Pokemon, plus that Vanillish has already taken some damage. It's like the opposite effect of what happened in the first match when Cyndaquils were all over the battle. And here, this Charmeleon, it's out for blood. Here we go, Incineroar hits the field. It's the shiny Incineroar. And then that Vanillish that we saw before, already at half its health. Here comes another Intimidate. You gotta remember the Incineroars have Intimidate too, so they will lower the attack as they each come out onto the field. There we go, Charmeleon. Goes for the Flash Cannon. That would be super effective against the Vanillish. It's not against them though, unfortunately. Not very effective on Incineroar. Charmander gets a chance. Charmander with the Blue Flare, another stab fire move. Ah, oh my goodness. It was against Incineroar. It was a critical hit though. I was gonna say that did way more damage than I thought it would. Incineroar takes a hit there. Goes for the Trick or Treat. That's going to turn the Charmeleon into a Ghost type, or add Ghost type. So it's going to have all those weaknesses, but also it's immune to normal type moves now. Have to remember that. Vanillish tried to sing the Charmeleon to sleep, didn't work out. No lullabies here tonight. Here comes the Charmeleon now. Charmeleon going for the Lava Plume, another stab fire move. The Charmeleons with the stab moves. Lava Plume, another move that hits everyone on the field. Charmeleon just doesn't care. It knocks out its own partner, but also knocks out that Vanillish and gets a crit on the Incineroar. Oh my god. What did they feed this Charmeleon? We're gonna have to check it for performance enhancing drugs. My goodness. Here comes the Baby Doll Eyes from the Incineroar. Not lowering Charmeleon's attack. Guess it doesn't matter. It's been relying on his special this entire time. So now the Charmeleons get to swap to their second Charmeleon. I'm saying Charmeleon a lot. But we have both of them on the field now as they finally lost both their Charmanders. And there we go. Shiny Charmeleon on the field. and our second Incineroar. Intimidate hits again. The downside is, for the Cyndaquils, they have 2 Pokemon going up against 4 entire Pokemon left on the Charmeleons. We haven't even seen the Charizard yet. They haven't come out to the field. Shiny Charmeleon is going to start things off. Tried for a sleep powder, didn't work. No one wants to go to sleep here tonight. It's too important of a match. There goes the Bulldoze again, going to hit everyone on the field for super effective damage. Oh my gosh, and lower everyone's speed. Guessing it's going to be the fastest on the field now. Didn't do a lot of damage, but it was a super effective hit. That could have been dangerous. There goes an Octazooka. That will be super effective. Oh, it's against the regular Charmeleon, and it finally goes down. That Charmeleon did a lot of damage. A lot of damage throughout this match. My gosh. There goes the Bug Buzz. Of course, not very effective. And here we go. Charizard finally hitting the field. 3 Pokemon left on the Charmeleons. Can the Cyndaquils mount a comeback? It's possible. We'll have to see. One of their Incineroars is looking pretty weak, though. Here we go. Charizard. Going to start things out. Charizard goes for an Aerial Ace. That is a stab move. Flying moves are stab for Charizard. Does a bit of damage. Charmeleon now get to go with the guard swap. So we're gonna swap those defenses and special defenses. See if that helps it any. There goes Incineroar now with the Blaze Clip. Stat move. Lot of damage. That's resisted, but still did a lot to shiny Charmander. Here comes regular Incineroar now. It goes for the Strength Sap. Not a bad idea. Although I would have put the Strength Sap on the shiny Incineroar, as that would have given it more. It needs health more than the regular one does. But Incineroar gets that health back. That's a good move. If they can knock out that Charmeleon, they'll even things up for themselves. Here comes Charizard now. Charizard goes for the Aqua Jet. Super effective water move. That's against the shiny Incineroar. It eats it though. It takes it. It's in the danger zone, but it took that hit. It could have been knocked out by it. Here comes the Safeguard from the Charmeleon. Not a bad idea. Charmeleon just sets things up while Charizard attacks. Shiny Incineroar now gets to go with the Sludge. Sludge, a pretty strong move against Charmeleon. It's in the danger zone. No poison. Here we go. Incineroar with the Hold Back. Hold Back won't do a lot. And it's against the Charizard. Doesn't do a lot. Wouldn't have knocked either off because, of course, you hold back with Hold Back. Here comes Charizard. Charizard now with the Bulldoze. Another Bulldoze. That's surely going to knock out his partner, though, but it also knocks out the Incineroar. Charmeleons just, they don't care about their partners, apparently. There's a second one of their own Pokemon that they've knocked out tonight. But it does leave the Cyndaquils with just 1 Pokemon, as Incineroar goes for the Conversion 2. Conversion 2, gonna turn it into a Grass type. Interesting. Remember, Incineroar is now a Grass type, so his weaknesses are completely different. As the second Charizard comes out. Here we go. Charizard now on the attack goes for a Psych Up. I like how every time I choose to say on the attack, they choose a status move. But the Psych Up, of course, doesn't really do anything. I don't think it changed any stats. Here comes the Blue Flare coming from the Charizard. Oh, super effective now because it's a Grass type. And it one-shot the Incineroar. That's it. Oh my goodness, that caught me off guard. Didn't expect it. And the Charmeleons do win game number 2. They're going to force a game number 3. And the winner of the next match will be the champions. Excellent job by the Charmeleons in that match. They did great. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the next match in the Metronome Madness League Championship. And we'll see who will win. Special thanks to the patrons for supporting the channel. You can also become one with the link in the description below. Join our Discord. There's a link down there as well. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button for more Metrodome Madness League. I will catch you next time.